What is up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here, and welcome to my South Park Season 3 tier list. If you missed my Season 1 and 2 tier list, it's all on one tier list, so I'm about to, spoil it here for a second, so make sure you watch those videos before watching this one. I just got done reacting to all of South Park Season 3, all those reactions are up on the channel, and then the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, which is also on this tier list. Now we're gonna rank them like I did with season 1 and 2. A nice little just extra bit after a South Park season. So yeah, like I said, here's the tier list so far. Hopefully you did check those out. This was the season 1 and 2 episodes. Now we have the season 3 ones to rank and add to the list. And by the end of this, we should have a nice big tier list with all the episodes of South Park ever made. But that's way down the line. And maybe, if it gets too crazy, maybe we'll make a next tier. Because I think I mentioned this before already. But yeah, it's definitely, I've been really enjoying South Park. As you can see, is a little top heavy. But hey, that is fine. I'm just here to give my thoughts and opinions. And once again, my thoughts and opinions may not be too critical or critique. It might just be like, hey, this is funny. And this might not be the most well-edited video. It's just, just a little extra bit for anyone who likes it, who cares. And yeah, and if you're seeing this, Season 4, Episode 1 should be out either tomorrow or later today, depending on how good of an editor I am with that and how quick I am with that. So yeah, with that all out the way, let us get started here. We have the first episode, and this season started off strong. Rainforest Schmainforest. This was like a parody about oh, why can't I think of words right now? Like, protesters, rainforest, protect the rainforest people, I think, activists, yeah, that's the word more explained. Rainforest, like, activists, and also, but the best part of the episode is, Kenny got revived and he got a girlfriend. And as you know, I'm a Kenny fan. I cheer for the lad every episode. And 9 episodes out of 10, it doesn't go well. And this was, one episode out of 10. And honestly, I'm gonna put this at the end of S tier here. I really like this episode. It was funny about how like the rainforest activists kind of switched at the end and they sung about like to chop down the rainforest, and just a few funny jokes in that one, and a big Kenny Strong episode. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an end of S, because I think it is one of my more memorable South Park episodes that I have seen. Now, the opposite end of the spectrum here, not a bad episode, but one that, kind of violated Kenny. The episode 2, we have Spontaneous Combustion. As you can see, it's Jesus Cartman. Cartman has like, yeah, Kenny, I think spontaneously combusted 2 minutes into the episode. It was very quick. But this one was a pretty funny one. I remember Kyle, overhearing his parents that like his dad couldn't get an erection, I think it was, and they were looking at like how to like, they were trying to buy him one pretty much, and that storyline was funny. And then we had Stan's dad trying to figure out like why people are spontaneously combustion, and they were holding in farts, and people are farting too much, and then it's like fart, fart in wow, my brain is trying to kill me today. My brain, fart in, proportion. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's blanking on you. 2 episodes in, this is not a good story. Moderation. Oh my goodness, I'm scaring myself right now. Fart in moderation. This was a funny episode. I think this one's going in A tier. I think I like it right between the Edge of Tomorrow one and I think it's like the Star Trek title one, and then the gnomes. I think I like it a little bit better than the gnomes one, so I like it right there in A tier, because that one was funny. All right, and then next up we have the succubus, and this one is This one is when Chef gets a girlfriend and turns out she's a succubus, and the children try to tell him. He didn't listen until the very end. It was pretty almost too late. They almost lost Chef, and yeah, I like this episode. I did. It was funny. I think though, I'm gonna put it in B. No two particular reason, just like I said, sometimes this comes simple. I just don't feel as strong about the episode as some of the other ones up here. But also, I didn't really like, like conflict between Chef and the children, like, cause like it was like they were trying to, like, they were trying to not lose Chef, but then they were like, the Chef was like kind of getting mad at them. It's like, oh, I like better when they're a team, But it was a good episode though. It was funny. All right, then we have Jacovosaurs. Or Jacobosaurus? Jacobosaurus? I forget if it's like, I think it's Jacobosaurus. You know what I'm talking about. This episode was when I think there were Jar Jar Binks parody people, and they were just being really annoying, and Cartman was the only one advocating for them to stay in South Park. Everyone else really hated them. Yeah, honestly, I don't really want to ever seem too harsh, but I think I'm gonna put this one not D. I'm gonna put this one C, actually. I don't know. This episode just didn't really do it for me. I had a few funny jokes, but as far as like, I just feel like some of the other episodes of South Park were stronger. And if I'm like too lenient with stuff, I don't want to get like too crazy. But yeah, I just have to say, I think these episodes in front, I think I like these episodes better. So I gotta go with that. And I forgot to mention this. If nothing's set in stone. I may move some things around a bit. Like if I decide, hey, you know what, this episode, Starvin' Marvin, I actually hated that episode. I might do that. Or I might move things up. I don't know, but we'll see where the journey takes us, I guess. Alright, next up is episode 5. We have Tweek versus Craig. Tweek was introduced in the Gnomes episode right there. Craig, I forget when he was introduced, but I knew of Craig. And they were trying to get him to fight. Kenny was in home ec. The tech teacher was going through it. Very loose summary, but this actually was a pretty funny episode. And in fact, I think I have to put this one in very, very, very top A. Not the top A. I think I still like that Kaiju parody better, and I still like that one in A. So I'm going to put Tweek versus Craig second in A. There was like a pretty packed episode. A lot of funny stuff in that one. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. And alright, man, the movie, the South Park Bigger, Stronger, Louder, whatever it's called, it's something like that. I'm gonna waste more time. This is top of S so far. This is the GOAT so far. Like, it's a whole movie of South Park. Like, the story was funny. Kenny, we saw Kenny's face, heard his voice. And it wasn't too much different from the other characters, but it was really cool to see. Kenny unfortunately did die early, but he had still some screen time in hell, and like the back and forth between Satan and Saddam Hussein was hilarious. Them all blaming Canada, trying to cancel Terrence and Phillip, and it was a lot funny. Banger songs, like I'm still singing to this day. What would Brian Bortano do if he was here right now? He would kick an ass or two. That's why we're done. Like that. This was just a genuinely good movie. Like, it was a great. It was a phenomenal South Park movie, but it was even just like a good movie as well. If you know what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't even know South Park, I feel like you could sit down and enjoy that. Like, definitely the best so far. And man, it's gotta be hard to top. Like, I don't know if it's cheating because it's a movie, but that, to me, that's number one so far. And then back to the season, we have sexual harassment. Panda. This one was the first movie or first episode after the movie, so I didn't really know what to expect because there was a current point. I was told to watch the movie. I think when it released, I didn't know if there was gonna take plot points from the movie and come back. I was a little scared because at the end of the movie, you know, Kenny like kind of almost like sacrifices himself, so I thought like they were gonna maybe toward that and have Kenny like not be in the show for a little bit, damn near I said maybe like ever again, but I'm glad that didn't happen and we were kind of just right back to it. This was a pretty funny episode. Where this was also everyone was suing everybody. Sometimes I do have to think a bit, though. I think... Ooh, okay, I'm either going the top of B or the very end of A. Sexual harassment? Panda. I'm gonna go top of B of that one. Pretty good. I think B is still like a respectful tier, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes I know... Like, you know, there is a universal, like, S, A, B, C, F being the worst, S being the best, you know, D being kind of bad, C being kind of bad, A being pretty good, you know, B kind of just, like, middle of the ground, but I don't really see B as, like, mid, per se. I just think sometimes, like, B's just, you know, solid. I think, like, B's, like, solid, A is, like, really good, S is great, or you can even say A is good, S is great. C is kind of like, I guess that's where I kind of see like mid, and then D is you know, bad, and then F is like really bad. And so if I only have to end up without my I don't think anything else is gonna be joining this. I don't see myself hating an episode of South Park that bad. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, we will see. All right, next we have. I'm gonna do these next 3 episodes almost together because I like what they did with them. There was one. It was like one day, one story, but like 3 different POVs. We had Cat Orgy, 2 guys naked in a hot tub, and then Jubilee. Now, Cat Orgy is when Stan's sister babysitted Cartman, and I forget if she like invite her boy. I know she invited her boyfriend over. I think Cartman was trying to snitch on her. I forget if Cartman was trying to do anything else like for any other reason or just like tell on the babysitter. But yeah, and then they were watching the meteor shower. That's why he needed a babysitter because Cartman's mom went over to, I think, Mr. Mackey's house, and over there we saw Kyle and Stan's dad and everyone else in the hot tub, and we also got introduced to Butters in this one, and Butters has made a few, but his voice is kind of funny. And then Jubilee is when Kyle and Kenny went to this camp. Kyle's like Jewish camp called Jubilee. And that was fun. This is like Moses. And honestly, this whole stretch was pretty funny. I am gonna start with Jubilee because I believe I like that one the best. I am going to put that one decently high in A tier, I think. I'm going to put that one there. And then both of these are going to be A tier, but maybe a little bit lower. I think I'm going to put 2 naked guys in a hot tub. And anyway, it's 2 guys naked in a hot tub. Not that it makes any difference. It still means the same thing. I think I'm going to put this one... I think I'm going to put them both right here. even though they're two very different stories, I feel very similar about like my enjoyment of both of them. And then this doesn't really matter. I don't know what I'm doing, but like I'm thinking the caveman one and the planetarium one or planetarium one. I'm gonna put that one. I'm just gonna make a simple switch. I think I like this one better than that one, and that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'll do stuff like that. I'm low key terrible with tier lists, but I do like doing them. So sorry if I do stuff like that. But and then now we have Korn's Groovy Pirate Mystery. This one was the Halloween special of the season, and it was a pretty good one. The band Korn was there, and there was like a Scooby-Doo parody, and they dug up Kyle's dead grandma to scare, I think, the 8th graders. And yeah, there was like ghost pirates and stuff. I like this one. I don't even really do this on purpose, but there's the other Halloween one, and there's the other one, so they almost kind of get together. I think I am gonna go top of A tier this one. I'm gonna put it right behind Jubilee, but in front of weight something. I forget that episode. It was like the Cartman thing, like weight master, weight gain 3000. I think it was. I'm gonna put that one right there, pretty high in A tier. That's just a funny one. And a pretty good Halloween special. I think Spooky Fish is still my favorite, but that was a very close second. Very good. Alright, and next we have Hooked on Monkey Phonics. This is where we were introduced to the homeschool kids and kind of some takes on homeschool, and seeing how they want to try to get them to go to the one kid wanted to go to public school more, and the parents were afraid, and Kyle was the girl on this picture here, Kyle was trying to kind of get with her. This was a pretty good episode. I this one was a funny one. I think I'm gonna put this one at the very end of A, I think. I feel like I keep putting them in the same places with all these like markers, but yeah, I'm gonna put that one in A at the end. I thought of putting it in B, but I think it's an A tier episode. But I do have to say, I think Merry Christmas Charlie Manson, I like it better. So that's where I landed on B, or at the end of A. What? All right, next up we have Chim Pokemon, which I actually was supposed to do this last, but it doesn't matter. Now it does. No, it really doesn't matter. This was a Pokemon parody of South Park, pretty much, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. It's very similar vibes to the Kaiju episode there. I just really enjoyed this one because I could kind of relate to it. Like, not that I could relate to it, but I like Pokemon. I know what Pokemon is, and I also like anime stuff, and the parody of like fear that like Japanese this Japanese cartoon is gonna like rot people, the kids' brains, and the joke about like the Japanese people be like, you a big American pain. That was fun. I'm actually going S tier with that one. It's gonna be at the end, but I'm going S tier with that one. And definitely a more memorable one, and one that like the jokes hit home for me. It was relatable, and yeah, it was a really good episode for me. It's just like the, I guess you could say, boomer take of what the fear of like what Pokemon could have been, or like the not understanding of what it is and whatnot. Alright, next it is time for Starvin' Marvin in Space. I know exactly where I want to go with this one, and I'm gonna go at the very end of B tier. The reason being is I think I like the original Starvin' Marvin one better than this one. Thinking back on it, the Starvin' Marvin might even be a little low, but I don't really know where to adjust it right now. But yeah, the Mark Lar stuff was a good episode. Don't get me wrong, it was a good episode. Cause yeah, I like this like the I don't know if it was Star Trek, but like the parody of like it did like this like the ships and stuff, and Marvin flying them, and then tried the missionaries and like the religious television that asked for the donations all the time. They built asking for donations and whatnot, and it was a good sequel to Starvin' Marvin. And the Mark Lars are funny. But yeah, I just kind of like the other Starvin' Marvin one just a little bit more. So I guess this one's going at the end of B, but even though it's at the end, it's not really close to being like a C tier episode, if that makes sense. And I guess I should mention this. I think I already mentioned, but I know this is a give and take with tier list, but this is all just my opinion. There's not a episode of South Park I hated. Even the F tier one, I was just kind of mad about the cliffhanger. Really. So yeah, if I put your favorite episode too low, I apologize. But yeah, I'm not calling it a bad episode. At least yet. I don't know. We're only 3 seasons into this show. Maybe there'll be an episode I absolutely hate. We are coming down to it though, so this is taking a little bit longer than I kind of expected, but hopefully you're enjoying. We have the Red Bear Badge of Gayness. This is the South Park Civil War parody, and this was a good one. This was funny. It's close to S. It's close to S, but I think I'm gonna go pretty high A. I think I'm going third in A. That was a good one. I know I said close to S and then 2, but this one's really I got like the kaiju parody still going. And then Tweet versus Craig, that was a really good episode as well. I think I like those episodes better. So I'm gonna put that one in A. But who knows? Maybe I'll move these 3 into S sometime if I'm really feeling it. I don't know. But now we have Mr. Hanky Christmas Classics. This was, of course, the Christmas special and the kind of like the short story format with some songs, musical. Had a nice tribute to the one voice actress that unfortunately passed away. I did like this. I like this. I think though, I think I'll put this in the front of B, making it now a 2-tiered thing. Yeah, I like front of B of that one. The other Christmas specials right here. I did like this format, and South Park makes some banger songs. But just the vibes I'm feeling off of it, going in high B for me. 2 more left. Second one is Are You There, God? It's Me, Jesus. This is when the new year was about to be 2000, and people are gathering in South Park to ask Jesus, questions, and they wanted to see God. Jesus put on a concert someone was there. I wasn't familiar with them. So he got someone. Apparently he was too old though, and they were like, "This sucks balls," and they wanted to see God. They eventually did see God, but it didn't matter because the other half of the story was there was a virus going on that made you bleed out of your colon. Cartman got it. He thought he was on his period. And then Kenny got it. And then Kyle and Stan wishing they got periods, but Stan was getting frustrated. Kyle lied about it. And it was a crazy one. It was a crazy one, but it brought some very good humor. And for that, that's the job of South Park. I have to say, this one's going in A tier. Right there. Actually, no. I'm gonna put that a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna put that one there. Above Corn and above Thing. Not above Jubilee, though, I don't think. Alright, and now we have the Season 3 finale. The last one I watched. And, according to this list I have here, it was released January 12th, 2000. This was the first South Park episode to release after my birth, as I was born January 4th, 2000. Fun fact. In case you guys want to know, we have Worldwide Recorder Concert. This one was another wild one with Garrison. Garrison was battling trauma, and they kind of played it up that, like, Garrison was sexually abused by his father, but his problem was he wasn't, and he thought he wasn't good enough for pretty, and he just wanted to be. And they were like playing a play on, like, I think I said this during the episode, play on like a serious, like, if that were to be like a serious, like, dark storyline, but did the opposite, like a parody or a funny route. And you know, it was crazy for that. And then Kenny and Cartman and Kenny are trying to find the brown noise for the recorder concert, and they finally found it, which the brown noise is the note that makes you poop. And then they were trying to prank these New York kids that were kind of getting a little, like, rude to them, and they try to switch their sheet music, but the directors of the concert found it, you know, the third grade recorder things, and they've got 4 million third graders to play the brown noise. It was a good episode. It was a good episode. I think this is going to end it off another A tier one. Pretty high, I think. I got to say... I'll put this one there, I think. I'll put this one, put that one there. I think I like to do these two a little bit better. So yeah, high A for that one. And with that, that is going to be Season 3 added to my big South Park tier list, plus the movie. Yeah, let me know if I just absolutely just whiffed on an episode, that I put one way too high or way too low. Shouldn't be way too low. The other one the lowest I put for this one was the Dracovosaurus C. I don't know if that one would be that good for it to be seen like that higher. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and stay tuned for my Season 4 Episode 1 reaction, which, like I said, if you're seeing this video, that video should be on the way either later or tomorrow. So stay tuned for the channel, because I don't want to make you guys wait too much for this. I want this tier stuff to be just like an extra little thing and not take up too much time from the actual reactions. And I want to keep the South Park reaction train going, because this is a long series, and I'm gonna watch it all if I can. I'm gonna keep going until you know as long as I can. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Thank you for watching. If you did my Season 3 reactions, if you missed any South Park reaction I did from Season 1, Episode 1 to Season 3, Episode 17, including the movie and including the 2 pilot short things like before the series, I reacted to all of that, so make sure you check that out. And like I said, stay tuned for more, because next up is Season 4 Bars. For now though, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe, you know it's always up to you. And I will see you guys in the next video you're watching for me. A good boy.